Hi, everybody. Welcome to Weird Ventures. My name is Derek, and I'll be the game master today. And we are joined by a lovely crew of people. And we'll have all those people introduce themselves, starting with Cosmic.
What? I'm so used to being last. Oh god.
I gotta keep you on your
Hello.
toes.
How dare you? Hello. I am Cosmic, currently playing our resident Azamar Grave Cleric, Balthazar.
Yes, yes. And now we're gonna head over to Chris.
Hi, this is Chris. I'm playing Bunur, the Luxodon Star Druid.
That's right. Now we're gonna go to RJ.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm RJ. I play Ina, the halfling enchantment wizard.
That you do. And now for Corey.
I'm Corey, and I'm playing the Triton Sorcerer Warlock Ophelia.
That's right. And of course, Jennifer.
This is Jennifer. I'm playing Penny Peanut Posey Poppy Your Garden, your phantom rogue forest gnome.
Yes, indeed. And last but not least, gonna go for Miguel.
Hello, my name is Miguel. I'll be playing Porum, our fairy fighter, and now also cleric of the Peace Domain, I believe.
Yes, indeed. Always exciting when you get a little multi-class in there. But yeah, those are the lovely people that will be joining us today and going on this grand adventure. And speaking of our grand adventure, last week was a doozy. A lot happened. Would anybody like to recount the tale for a sweet, delicious inspiration? Offer going once? Twice?
We could toss the inspiration off to someone else if we already have it, yes.
That you can.
Alright, no one's going for it. No lies, free inspiration. I'll go.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
toss a dude who's missing one, but
Listen, I
Yeah,
won't
no.
forget it.
honestly fair. Fair enough. Last session was a little bit of a doozy. Continuing off from where we left the previous session, we continued on to Mist shenanigans. But first and foremost, checked in on Balthazar to see what he was doing before the Misty shenanigans happened. It was a lot of concern, and then that concern turned into confusion as he got swallowed into the mists. A lot of sad stuff happened. He saw his former lover and got told by his goddess that some certain decisions he made before campaign start, it caused a lot of suffering to said lover.
Mhm.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure he's very normal about finding this out.
Yeah.
Smile.
There's not a whole bunch of tears on his face or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking of, his veil did get stolen away, so his token should be the one without the veil. Wink,
shit.
nudge, nudge, Derek.
I absolutely switched that on the old game and not the current game because I'm a fucking fool. So give me a second and I'll fix that.
You fool!
It'd be like that sometimes. But, yeah, no, after speaking to his goddess and compartmentalizing his emotions, she, I think, pointed out an ice path that he ended up following away from the location.
Yes.
And we switched up to, I think Ina was next. Yes?
Finer was
Ina.
next.
Viner. I can't remember who in order of operations, but Viner was next. He came across his missing village and spoke to his teacher and kind of found out maybe what happened to them. Apparently, they also got swallowed up by the mists and are, I think, slowly turning into stars. is how that conversation went. He got really angry and destroyed a hut before, I think, also compartmentalizing his reactions and then walking off. And finally, we got to Aina, found themselves in a forest to a little watch tree, and came across his husband. They had, I think, a good talk up until Tyr's face started peeling off, to which Aina facilitated the peeling and found something else inside of him, which was terrifying. There was a little bit of domestic abuse after that, but that was because of panic. Come to find out, the soul of Balak's former partner has tied herself to Tyr, and yeah, no, it was a lot of stress and angst that first half, not gonna lie. But eventually we all continued on our paths. Biner came across a injured sword-wielding lady who gave him a broken sword and said to protect it. Aina came across a weird-looking goat who sounded pretty insane, while Balthazar came across a singing hut, I think.
Balthazar went to the circle of stones with the ravens.
Yes, the ravens. My memory blanked out on that. That was terrifying. But yeah, no, he came upon a circle of stones with a dead child in the center and a bunch of ravens, all whispering stuff to him that he didn't quite understand. Before hearing the singing, finding Porum, and they're together now. Aina got led to the little house Penny was in, and she met a certain big bad. Though he was being very polite and letting her live on his land without any taxes. Right. You know, tax evasion.
Exactly.
But he kind of wandered off when he realized his favorite goat was near, and just like smack turned into a bat and flew off. So Aina and Penny met back up. Ophelia got to the lighthouse and spoke to, I believe it was a knight, and found out some information about Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, you know, a lot of things. She and Biner met back up and started conversing for a little bit before they decided to take a rest. But before they could, there was a random encounter with Balak. He summoned a red moon, and now they're werewolves, which is a concern.
Yeah.
Or were-mammoth for Biner.
The good shit.
They've been teleported and sent off, and we're concerned as to who gets who between the pairs.
Yes. It'll be great. And yeah, the hut bit was what Porum went to, and Porum saw Grandma in a hut singing a song, and everything was fine. Porum didn't interact. Everything was fine, and everything was good.
Everything was okay.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have an inspiration? I'm tossing it over to you.
I think it's like all of us doesn't have inspiration.
Do we? Can we do double inspiration? Is that a thing?
I was about to say,
like,
Miguel, I'm looking at your sheet. You don't have inspiration.
I'll
It's
do
either-
inspiration cosmic.
No. Either toss it to Migs or Penny.
I'll toss it to Migs for the time being.
Okay, no.
Maybe the next time I'll toss it to Penny.
Maybe Migs can
Is
roll
everyone-
better now.
Maybe I can roll well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as your secondary reward, your token should look right now.
Yeah.
But yes.
Where do you put inspiration on the spirit sheet?
So, on the sheet, If you
No,
look,
I see it. Never mind. Never mind.
little checkbox. But that'll bring us to where we are currently. And we'll start off with Porum and Balthazar. As the two of you have reunited and confirmed that the two of you are as real as something can be in this gray void that you find yourselves in. The sound of the woman and her crawling huts singing, fading in the distance. The two of you are together, though maybe not entirely sure what direction you would like to go. What are the two of you doing?
Balthazar is looking over Porum and making sure he isn't as injured. 'Cause he did hear fighting before we got into the mists.
It's true. And yeah, Porum, while you're being looked over, I would say it's probably pretty obvious that you got those big tear stains still on your face. Is that correct, would you say?
He's since wiped it off when they met back up again, but his eyes are still a little puffy, probably.
Okay.
But as Balthazar finishes his check, sees Porum is at least none the worse for wear from what he can see, I assume. Kind of tilts his head at Porum. So, you've gotten your connection to your god. How does it feel?
It feels great. I feel so much more useful now. He's just gonna start firing off just not guiding bolts, what's the cantrip? I don't know cleric spells.
Sacred Flame?
There you go, Sacred Flame. Just off into the distance, going pew pew.
Shoot 2 guiding bolts and then be like, oh, it's gone now.
No more spell.
Sad.
But yeah, Porum's obviously just really, really excited about getting this connection finally. What about you though? Were you able to talk to your patron?
Yes, I did. Balthazar is gonna move his hands away from where he'd been basically patting Porum down to check for injuries. Sort of crosses them under his chest. We got to speak.
And
Certain revelations came to light. I'm not entirely sure what to make of it. Or at least I do, but not sure what to do about it quite yet. Were
Do
you...
you- do you think I can meet her?
For... I'm not entirely sure. And... I think one of the only few ways to meet her would be something I would prefer you not do. She is an aspect of death, after all.
That's true, but we are in the Shadowfell, so I don't know. But it's okay. We don't have to meet her. But can you at least tell me a little bit about her? I'm curious. I've never heard of, or I've never been in this situation. Obviously, it's kind of curious.
It's certainly odd, but she was No! She was as kind and gentle as I thought she would be. And it seemed like she understood some of the decisions I made, even if they weren't for the best. But, let's just say the images that my order keeps of her doesn't quite do her complete justice.
Interesting.
But, how about you, meeting your god? How was that? I assume it was quite a shock?
Shock is an understatement. I mean, I didn't meet him in person like you did. It was more just, like a telephone call. Just all I really heard his voice.
Balthazar kind of tilts his head. What's a telephone? This
This
isn't adventuring me. There's no modern technology.
I don't know. It's like it's like telepathy. There you go.
Ah, so like ascending?
Like
I
how
suppose
like how it was more of a communion. Like how they usually talk to us. You know how it is.
Balthazar will nod.
Sometimes I forget I'm talking to another cleric. I'm just so used to not talking about cleric things with other clerics. But it was good. It was a good call. A lot of loose ends were figured out. So my relationship with everything is a lot better now. I feel a lot happier.
That's good. I'm glad at least you were able to get some good out of this place. Could it be assumed that Migs, Balthazar, and Pora were just walking and talking at this point, pick a random
Yeah.
direction and try to see if we find something else?
Yeah, flip a coin, figure it out, throw some stones, do something.
Yeah. For a moment, Balthazar stays quiet, but he will sort of hesitantly ask, "Did you see anything else while you were out here? Aside from
Or-
your god and that strange hut?"
Poor kind of goes quiet for a little bit before saying, "You too, huh?"
Balthazar will nod. I'm sort of looking off into the distance.
Poor just nods to himself a little bit before continuing. When I was first dropped here, it looked like how it is now, just blank, empty, void. But after some walking, I found my way back home, and that was a little weird. I mean, it looked like home, but it wasn't home. There were things that didn't look right. And I found myself walking a familiar walk to the temple and saw an old friend in there. It was interesting. But I did get some closure, which was good, but it's just a weird circumstance of how this all happened.
Understandable. That's good. Closure is good.
Are Balthazar's eyes obviously puffy cosmic?
He's keeping a tight rein on his expression from what Forum can see. There's like a tightness to his eyes, but he's just staring into the middle distance as they walk.
Okay.
But, his hand does kind of clench a little from where he's still sort of has them at his side.
You'll find yourselves walking along the shores of a very wide lake as you go, just to add a little bit of scenery for you.
Yeah.
Forum would get a little closer to Balthazar, but like still, keeping distance, but just a little closer.
Yeah.
Are you okay? It's not usually like you to be. I mean, you're quiet, but not awkwardly quiet.
Glance down at the Forum and do his best to give a reassuring smile and as he shakes his head. It's nothing. I'd simply thought I'd get something similar, but well, I did for what little time I had, but what news I received from my lady, it did not let's just say the mood did not last.
Trying to find my words here. Did it go from pleasant to scary for you? Because it kind of did that for me. Like at first everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it was like, you look like what you looked like when you died.
Luckily, no. Not that I could see. But, he shakes his head again. I'll be fine. It's, I've gone through worse. This isn't... It's at least given me a sense of direction for what I must do, at the very least. That's all.
Forum will slightly nod again. But this time he'll get closer and just gently put his hand on Bal's back and just say, Bal, it's okay not to be okay.
Balthazar stiffens up a little bit at the hand on his back and sort of stops, takes in a shaky little breath, and lets it out very slowly before he reaches out and pats Porum on the head. I know, but I don't think this is the right time or the right place at the moment. I appreciate the thought, though. Thank you. Before he pulls away and keeps leading them on, but he does end up rubbing his eyes a little bit more and trying to cover up a yawn.
the good yawn trick.
Gonna hide my emotions behind a yawn. But yes,
Yeah.
indeed, one of the things that has been different, no matter how long it has felt that you've been here, stuck in this place, seemingly timeless, for the first time you do notice yourself physically and mentally becoming tired. As if the person that you are with sort of binds you more into reality than just the shifting mists that have kept you company up until now. Porum, you're starting to feel just a little bit tired too.
Porum's gonna stretch and let out a yawn. Ugh. Before turning to Balthazar and just going, do you mind if we just take a small rest? Ugh.
I think that would be for the best. It seems like everything's catching up now that there's at least one person here. But, is it still the lakeside that we're close toward?
And the pine trees nearby you seem like they would offer a few nice places that you could rest up, though there is that encroaching mist resting just above the water and amongst the trees, as it has since you've gotten here. No matter where you stay, no doubt it won't feel 100% safe, but at least there's something around you as opposed to nothing.
Yeah. Balthazar's going to lead Porum towards the trees. You rest first. I think we should go on watch. I don't quite trust what's in this mist.
That's smart. Porum's gonna make himself a little flower bed if he can. I'm not sure how it works here, Derek. Just let me know.
Yeah. You absolutely can manipulate the ground for you, but the flowers you make seem to lack color.
Porum's just gonna give a little disappointed look before shrugging and just continue on making his little flower bed. And he'll shout out to Balthazar. Hey, I have a question for you, Val.
Balthazar is probably setting up close to Porum on the same tree. He sets his back down and sits and looks over. Yes?
Well, now since it's just us girls, have a little cleric talk. What do you think about the people we've been traveling with? I don't think we've actually been able to talk about it.
I think we've been able to talk to much of the group about how we've come together and how we've treated each other, but I suppose he's looking away, just looking through his bag as he speaks. It's taken some getting used to being around other people for such a long period of time again, that's for certain. But I think they're a fine enough group. Biner is, well, Biner, but I think it's simply getting used to his mannerisms. Penny, I'm concerned with, and Ophelia and Ina seem to be the decent sort. You as well, of course. Though, I think this is the first time we've had a chance to actually talk one-on-one.
I believe so. I think the first time we talked, we maybe had a whole of 10 words exchanged. But Porum's gonna stop making his bed for a second and fly over to Balthazar and kind of get into his little area of where he's like set up his tent. Put his
No,
hands
it's not a tent. It's just
or a
he's set
bedroll.
up a
Sorry,
little place to sit.
yeah, something where he's setting up to keep watch. And he'll put his hand or head in his hands, and he'll just be like, "Speaking of."
Lazar kind of leans back and raises a brow.
I've noticed you've been kind of protective about Aina recently. Is there something you want to talk about that? When did you guys start getting close?
Lazar's brows sort of furrow together, and he tilts his head. Aina is the most fragile out of all of us.
I mean, that's true, but it's more than just, I've noticed it's more than just, oh, I want to protect you from, harm like we want to do for the rest of people. I don't know. I kind of noticed it after the chess game. We all kind of went into the next room, or actually went over to the next 2 rooms over. Yeah. But then you decided to stay behind in just the other room. I mean, it was smart, just in case for something bad goes down. But I don't know. He kind of gets a little closer.
That kind of meets Porum's gaze, narrows his eyes a little and just shakes his head. It's nothing, really.
Are you sure?
I'm more than positive.
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes, Porum.
Or starts
We've already died once. I'd rather prefer it not happen again, is all.
Porum's face kind of goes from playful to oh crap. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Sorry if I pushed any buttons.
No, it's fine. He's gonna reach up and ruffle Porum's hair a little bit. You're just curious, but no, it's whatever you think might be going on between the 2 of us, it's not.
He'll start to slowly slink away before saying I had the words in my head and I just drew blank.
I was just picturing
Take your time.
Porum being like, not yet, under their breath.
That's what I was gonna say. Porum's just gonna say, well, if you do decide to take things further, I support you. I just think you guys make a kind of cute couple. Just saying. But that's on your own terms. Whenever you're ready, obviously. So just know I support you.
Balthazar is not looking at Porum and seems very distracted with whatever he's looking at inside of his bag.
It's
Probably under his breath. once he's sure Porum isn't around. Since he knows Porum speaks Celestial, he's gonna mumble it in Infernal. So, and he just sort of mumbles, I don't think I'll ever be quite ready for that. And settles down with something in his hand and just keeps watch.
All right. Roll me a perception, please.
Yeah. Perception. Please don't fuck me. Yikes. You know what? You know what?
Perfect.
Inspiration. Please.
Are you sure you want to use your inspiration on this?
Do I?
Choices, Cosmic. Choices.
You know what? No, I'll save it. He's too distracted by what Porum said, and the little sword tassel that he's pulled out from his bag.
All right. So did you say?
Bright,
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna describe it. Bright blue in color with a little silvery butterfly charm on it and a little bell.
Gotcha. So yeah, he's probably just spending his watch looking at that and reminiscing, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yep.
right. Very good. In that case, we're gonna give you two a little bit of a break, and we're gonna go to the other side of the mist. Over here, with Ina and Penny. So yeah, y'all just met up as the big goat ran off, and Penny saw someone turn into a bat. You were watching as the forest that you grew up nearby, Penny, is slowly starting to be eaten away by the mist around you. What are the two of you doing? What are you talking about? How are you proceeding?
Well, I thought that Ina had grabbed Penny, and I thought we were like quickly moving in some direction, and Penny's staring at the ground because Ina said, "Don't look
That's
in
right.
the fog."
The fog.
Don't look in the fog.
Yep.
So
Thank you.
Penny, as we're moving quickly, Penny's like, Ina, can I look now? Do I have to keep looking down? Can I look around now? Can we slow down a little bit? Where are we going? What are we looking for?
Ina's gonna slow their pace a little bit, and it's just... I apologize, Penny. The fog's making me a bit nervous.
Well, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I don't believe so. I don't
Where
even know
are-
where there is, but yeah.
Well, should we just keep going in this direction? Like, I don't... What do we see around us, Derek? Is it just completely fog now?
So as the trees fade away, soon as y'all walk, you begin to start to see sort of this brown grass plains and objects amongst this plains. You're seeing what looks to be old, ancient, rusted pieces of armor and swords, as if you are traversing across some ancient battlefield.
I wonder who these armors and shields and things belong to. Looks like there was some kind of battle. Do you think we're going in the right direction?
Sure, this is... It's kind of awful to look at, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it is. I much prefer green grass and trees and little animals. So maybe we should just hurry through this area. But which way should we go? Should we just keep going straight? I'm so confused and lost in this place. I don't know what to do.
Well, I definitely, if we go back, we're going back the way we came, I believe, and if we keep going straight, maybe we'll run into someone.
Well, I don't even know what direction we came from and what direction we're going in.
We're going in the direction we need.
Okay, well, let's just keep moving on. Let's keep trudging on. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Penny? After seeing your pop?
After seeing Pop Pop? Oh, I'm great. He's my favorite. I was named after him. That's why I have Poppy, because I was named after him. But it was really nice seeing him, but it was confusing because he died. So again, I'm quite not sure I understand how I saw him here. But it was good to see him. I was happy I got to see him. I got to tell him about some of the adventures I've experienced already and some of the people that I've met. So that was nice, but I don't know. It's just strange in here. What about you? Who was it that you saw again?
I saw my husband.
And how did that go?
Not as well as yours.
Well, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help?
Just you being you is enough, Penny.
Are you sure? Because sometimes I think I can be quite the handful, and I sometimes I think that being me is a little too much sometimes.
You don't have to change yourself for someone. I think you're perfect the way you are, Penny.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Wish other people thought the same way, but it's okay. So,
I think we should keep going this way, and Ina's just kind of direct to the right of the swords.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you go that way, you begin feeling, the patches of grass that make this plain getting a little bit more sparse. Ground beneath your feet, maybe just a little bit more muddy, kind of swamp-like, as y'all go in that direction.
watch out for the mud. It's kind of getting gross now. Why can't this place just be one place? First it's forest, then it's dirt, now it's mud. Gosh, what else are we gonna run into? Or who?
I hope it's the others if we run into someone. Does this place look vaguely familiar to you at all?
Me? I don't think so.
It would be definitely foreign to the both of you. You might have been in swamps at some point in your life, but this doesn't appear to be a swamp that you've been to before.
Does it look familiar to you?
No. I'm wondering where these images are coming from.
Good question. I don't know. But I sure do wish we had, Bagnor here. We could, ride on his shoulders. He could carry us through this mud and we wouldn't have to get all dirty.
I know, he's so tall.
I wonder how the others are doing. Do you think we'll find them in here? Do you think they're doing okay?
Well, I think they're in here somewhere. If they're doing okay, I
That's another
hopefully.
story, right?
Yeah.
Well, I sure do hope we meet up with them soon, and I hope we get out of this place soon.
I do too. We've been
So what
walking
did-
for so long.
Yeah, we have been walking a long time. So what did you think you saw in the mist? Because I haven't really seen anything other than, you know, these swords and... Oh, and that Strahd guy. I did not like him. He gave me the creepy EBGBs.
I'm just gonna quickly glance around to see if they can side-eye the monster or whatever was in the mist.
Oh, you're gonna try again?
I'm gonna try again.
Alright, roll me perception.
Less.
You don't see anything, but you do get the feeling you're being watched.
I think it's still around, but I also don't think we can avoid it. It's just there. We don't acknowledge it. It doesn't exist.
Are you sure it's not that goat? What was up with that goat you were telling me about?
Sangzar, he was very weird. He talked about killing the beast in the castle, but the beast still grows.
Well, I wonder why Strahd said that was his favorite goat. Think
And
he
I
was
was just
talking-
gonna narrow his eyes up, and he's like,
You know, before Strahd, like, all of a sudden, like, switched into a bat and flew away, he said his favorite goat was coming. So I was just trying to figure out what he meant by that. What's going on there?
I think we hit the nail on the head, or the coffin. They're probably very connected, or at least at one point they were.
Well, and you trusted the goat? I mean, I know he led you to me, but I got the creepy feeling from Strahd, and if the goat's Strahd's favorite and they're connected, could the goat be bad? Maybe the goat led you to me so that we could go into someplace bad. Maybe the goat was really bad.
Bad is a relative term, but I don't think the goat was necessarily evil per se, more of lost their mind. And he really
just
did
worried.
seem to like the Strahd.
He didn't like Strahd.
No, he ran away as soon as he saw him before I even saw him.
But maybe he was just pretending.
Possibly.
I don't know. I just don't like this place. I just want to get out of here.
Perhaps we should set up camp somewhere.
Are you getting tired?
I'm getting a bit tired.
Well,
But,
then let's find some place and you can sit and rest. I had a nice visit with Pop, and I'm not feeling too tired. But it sounds like you had quite an ordeal, so maybe we should find a place for you to sit and rest.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Perhaps not in the swamp, though.
So, searching around, you do find a ruined building that is raised a little bit above the swamp. Has cobblestone set in the ground, so at the very least the floor won't be wet. And there's an old fire pit that you could attempt to relight at the very least. If
What
you
about
like.
here? Does this look like a place that we could rest, or you could rest for a bit? It's out of the swamp and mud, but looks a little damp. But might be good for you to rest a little.
This is quite the perfect place, honey. Are you alright?
Alright.
I guess I know this is your first adventure, and we're a bit extended than we were.
I'm good. I'm doing fine. Learning a lot of things. Finding out a lot of things. Thought I knew things that I didn't know, but overall I'm doing all right. I just want to get out of this place. I just want to get back to some green. I like my forest.
I like the forest too.
Yeah, that's right. You lived in the forest too. Forgot about that. Feels like it's been forever since we got to really see the forest.
About a week or so. I mean, I was in the plains a bit longer, so that's been traveling. There's no place like home. You know that.
Penny's gonna take her cape off and lay it down on the ground, and here, Ina, you can sit on my cape if you want to curl up and lay down on my cape. Looks like maybe we can try and start a little fire so we have a little bit of heat and maybe dry out a little. So I'm gonna go over. Can I try to start like a little fire?
Yeah. You started up after a couple of attempts. It's a little stubborn at first. Eventually you get a small flame going. It's not as warm as other campfires that you've made. The blaze doesn't, instantly coat your hands with warmth when you get close, but it is there a little bit. Just subdued. Better than nothing, but not quite what you'd hoped.
There you go. I got a fire going, but Ina, come here. This is odd. Like, I don't feel like heat like in a normal fire. Why do you think that is?
Huh. Well, the fog in the cavern muted our senses. Maybe this is like that.
Well, I guess it gives us a little bit of light, so why don't you just lay down and rest for a little bit, and I'll just keep watch and hope to not see anything too scary.
Please shout if you do. Like, I don't think I could stand losing you into the fog right now. And Ina's actually gonna snap their fingers and clean Penny, the mud off of Penny, with a prestidigitation.
Excellent. And yeah, you would watch as the mud turns back into mist, as it seems everything in this place is made of it, sort of rejoining it in the air around you.
Thank you, Ina. That was nice. I do feel a little bit better with all that mud gone.
I'm glad. I know we haven't had access to clean water for bathing a while. And I'm just gonna rub their nose a little bit, like, I'm too polite to say something about the smell of everyone, but everyone smells.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to that, though, running around in the forest, but I know what you mean. It's been a little while. Hopefully, when we find someplace, we can, get some fresh water and take a bath. get cleaned up, I think we all would feel better. But I'm
One
really
dead
glad we
off.
got this chance to talk. We don't get to talk, just the two of us, very often.
It's quite true.
Thank you for being my new friend.
Thank you, Penny, for being mine.
You're welcome. Okay, now rest. I'll keep watch. I promise I'll leave you now. Penny's gonna kind of go off a little bit, sit down, and kind of look out.
Out into this bog before you.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. All right. Go ahead and roll me a perception, though.
Just a second.
All right. And what is Penny doing, would you say, while she's sitting there? Is she just kind of waiting for time to go past, kicking her legs, or is she engaging in anything while she waits and watches?
She's just kind of sitting, swinging her legs. She's kind of restless and looking around and just, like trying to look closely to see anything, but not too hard because her mind's wandering just to where she is and what she's gone through and what Ina's gone through and what the other ones might be going. Just running a mile a minute.
Absolutely. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you're thinking about all these things while you're keeping watch. Now, gonna take a break from you. We're gonna go to two friends that currently not going to be visible to everyone else. So, my two friends in the middle. I would like the two of you to roll stealth for me. And go ahead and give yourself a +10 to that stealth roll, because
Oh my god.
one of you used pass without trace. As you
Oh my
let me
god.
know.
Shit.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Why?
Chris.
Why?
Oh man.
All right.
Am I rolling it private or public?
You can roll in public. That's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna be above board here.
Okay.
So that's a 29 for Binary.
Shit.
Jesus
Good
Christ!
lord!
I just need like a soundboard of Wesker shouting Chris's name.
Damn, Ophelia still got a 13. Oh no.
I
I
know.
love it. All right. So yes, two of you split on your paths on your hunt. One of you is stealthy as the night. The other one, well, they can use what help they can get. Still getting used to this new body as you traverse the mists, following a scent, guiding you along. We're going to pop back real quick to Penny. Penny, as you're sitting there and waiting, watching, looking out into the bog, you do in fact see a figure just a little ways away. It looks like Balthazar sitting by a tree and looking at something, deep in thought.
How far away can I tell?
Probably about 30 feet away. So, the mists are there, but close enough to where they're not entirely obscured and you can tell it's them. You know, if it's an illusion of them, that's different. But you know, it's not a situation where like I can't see their face. It could be someone else.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna go to Ina, and I'm gonna gently.
So you turn
Shake.
around, and Ina isn't there.
What?
Oh
Ina's not.
no!
Nope.
Oh no!
Oh shit. Okay. So now she's gonna turn back around to where she thought she saw Balthazar. Is Balthazar still?
Balthazar is still there.
Okay. She's gonna turn back around again and check and make sure that Ina's really not there.
Ina is not there.
Oh no!
Is my cloak laying on the ground?
Nope.
Everything.
Oh no!
Wait, free cloak.
Cloak is not there.
Penny, you don't have to pay taxes. You can just buy a new one.
No, I wanted to just make sure, like,
Yep.
everything is gone, or just Ina was gone.
Nope.
Everything is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so Penny's gonna turn back around, and she's gonna start booking it towards Balthazar, but as quietly as possible. But I'm gonna start heading towards who I think is Balthazar.
Roll me a stealth check.
You got a natural one.
I
I'm
know,
sure
yeah.
you'll be
All she
fine.
has to beat is a natural one. All right, excellent. How do you sneak up on Balthazar? Because this is you, in fact, Balthazar. You just haven't realized that your surroundings has shifted to a swamp, and Porum is no
Yeah.
longer there.
Yeah, of
So-
course.
Okay, so Balthazar is still sitting by the tree, or no longer tree there?
Still sitting by the tree.
Okay, so I'm gonna sneak up to the tree, and I'm gonna kind of like peek around the tree and like look to see, can I tell that Balthazar is like flesh and blood, like it's real?
Seems pretty real.
So I'm going to just kind of like tap Balthazar on like see, he's sitting, so I'm gonna tap him on his shoulder.
Oh god.
Mark.
Balthazar jumps and quickly turns around, has like a spell collecting on his hand before he sees Penny, and it's just
Balthazar, it's Penny, don't do anything!
Penny?
Balthazar, that's really you? Where'd you
I-
come?
I haven't come from anywhere. I've just been. And he sort of looks around. Is Porum gone?
Yep. You are in a swamp now.
He looks around frantically and just shit. Fuck. He quickly ties off the tassel onto his belt. Where did you come from? Where did these goddamn mist?
I was just over there, and I'm just gonna point back kind of behind me. I was just over there, and Ina was with me, and Ina was sleeping on my cloak, and then Ina and my cloak were just gone. And you were here. I hate this place. Were you
I'm
by
starting
yourself?
to get a distinct dislike for it either. What was that?
Have you been by yourself this whole time?
No, Porum was with me just a moment ago. They were sleeping,
Oh.
right? Well, they're not sleeping anymore here, but, we happened to find each other, found each other, not all that long ago.
Well, that's good. How's he doing? How are you doing? Do you think Finir and Ophelia are here somewhere? And we really probably should try to find Porum and Ina. I'm really worried now.
We really ought to. What direction did you say Ina was? Perhaps.
Point back behind me from where I
Yep.
came.
That small building is no longer there. Instead,
And
there's a
I'm gonna-
river running through where it was.
As I'm pointing, I'm going to say, well, it used to have a building. Now there's a river running through it. Not sure what happened. I don't even know where we would go from here.
He starts rubbing his forehead and temple. It's likely the mists moving us around. Puts
And
on
of
his
course-
bag.
And
Stay close.
Yes.
Derek, I ran through the swamp, so I'm muddy again, right?
Yeah, you are.
Aw.
I'm gonna look down, and I'm gonna go, oh, damn it, I'm all muddy again. Ina just cleaned me up, and now I'm all muddy again.
Oh.
Damn it! We really need to get out of this place. Balthazar, where should we go? What should we do?
I don't think we really have a direction to go through, and other than forward. Stay close. Don't.
All right.
These goddamn mists. And he's
gonna-
going to keep a hand on her shoulder.
Oh, I was gonna say, Penny's gonna grab, like, the tail of your shirt or cloak or whatever you have. It's gonna just kind of hold on like that and
All
walk
right.
with you. I'm staying close.
Right.
What
Good.
do you think we're gonna see? Oh, did you, other than Porum, did you see anybody else here?
Yes.
Who
I
did
did.
you see?
Someone I didn't expect to really see. Let's just keep it at that and focus on finding our friends. Yes?
Okay, but there's things here that we have to watch out for too, besides like the people that that you don't want to talk about. Like Ina met a goat, and I met this man who his name was Strahd von blah blah. I don't even remember.
Does the
Blah,
name
blah,
ring
blah,
any
blah.
bells for Balthazar? Curious.
I don't.
Specifically the blah, blah, blah part.
Yeah.
Never caught the last name.
I don't think that the Ravens mentioned his name, so it would not.
All right.
And this Strahd guy, he like was talking to me, and then he started talking about his favorite goat, and all of a sudden he just like poof changed into a bat and like flew away. And then Ina came up, and they told me about the goat, and they told me there was something else in the mist, and not to look in the mist. So I don't know what else is in the mist. So I'm a little worried that there's things out here that...
Right, don't go looking too deeply into the mist. I can do that.
Exactly what Ina said. You sound just like Ina.
I would prefer not to get any attention from whatever else might be lurking here. That wouldn't be helpful, is all, Penny. Are you
Okay,
alright,
well-
though?
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just follow your lead. I'll try to be quiet. Which way should we go?
He's going to look around and pick a random direction.
Absolutely. As one must sometimes.
Yeah.
And in a random direction, you shall go.
Is that tiredness still sort of lingering?
It is, but it isn't so bad y'all can't function. And you're still technically long rested because you would have gotten some during the long period you spent wandering the mist before this point. So
Ooh.
if you haven't long rested, everyone make sure that you're long rested and you've got all your stuff. Except for Biner, because he cast Pass Without Trace.
I went a long rest real quick.
Yes.
I want more spell slots.
Give me my spell slots back.
But, yeah. Speaking of which, we're gonna go once again to the other side. And I would like Porum and Einer both to roll me a perception roll, please.
Okay.
I almost clicked intelligence. I'm like, that's not correct.
No,
That's right, though.
Excellent. So
Damn it.
the two of you both simultaneously, basically, kind of roll over in your sleep, and you start feeling a very large lump of something next to you.
Oh no.
Hey, are you snuggling? It's not time for snuggling.
Emporum, you hear that? By the lump.
Porn's just gonna whisper. Hold up, I need to think of name. Mr. Fizzlewort. Mr. Fizzlewort, come back!
What?
And Porm's gonna hug the lump like it's a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
You're being squeezed, Ina.
Oh, God.
Restrained.
1d4 damage.
Jesus.
Ina's just gonna reach out blindly and just gonna smack the hands away, like, no. And just roll over.
Porm's just gonna grunt and slowly start to wake up and just rub the grogginess out of his eyes. And do a nice morning stretch and yawn before looking over and seeing the lump and just going, oh, good morning, Ina.
Good morning,
Ina.
Jerome. Ina's slowly gonna open their eyes like, you're not Penny.
And you're not Balthazar.
Where am I?
He's just gonna poke Ina and just be like, are you even real? Am I dreaming? Is this real? I don't know anymore.
Stop it, I bruise easy.
Penny Porum pocket perception. Sorry, I just saw the chat. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. I was just with Balthazar.
And Penny put me down to sleep. Quite forcibly at the end.
Porum's just gonna chuckle at the thought of Penny forcibly putting Ina to sleep.
Do I have a Penny's cloak under me?
Yep.
Oh. I'm just gonna tie that around my waist and be like, well, I don't want to lose it. It's gonna give a like a stretch, like a lazy stretch, and just kind of like look around, take in the surroundings. Still half asleep.
Yeah, where are we now, Derek?
When you both look around, see what scenery that y'all have, you know, you've been kind of focused on each other for a bit. You are both floating on the surface of a lake, as if it were solid ground. It was quite delightful while you were sleeping, you know, the way it's kind of rocking you back and forth, but now, maybe a bit more concerning that you were just resting atop it.
I'm not gonna make sense of this, so Ina's just gonna slowly put their hand to their chest and reactivate mage armor. Their morning ritual now.
It's a good plan.
It is a good plan. That's what I gotta do every morning, because I am weak.
Quick question, Derek. How long does it take to ritual cast stuff again? Is it 10 minutes?
10 minutes plus whatever the original spell's cast time is.
Okay, never mind. Way long.
Well, what were you hoping to cast?
I was gonna see if I can maybe just cast Detect Magic, but it's gonna take like 20 minutes.
Oh, I mean, no, it'll only take 10.
Only take 10?
Yeah,
Oh.
because it's an action, so it takes the 10 minutes plus an action, so it's 6 seconds over it.
And then check, you can ritual cast without expending spell slot, or not having the spell prepared, if that's...
Ritual cast would be without expending the spell slot for a cleric, so...
And you don't have to have it prepared, right? Because it's ritual cast.
I think you don't. So yeah, I think you
It's
should be
been
okay.
so long. Okay. Then... If Aina has no objections, Porum's gonna take 10 minutes and just try to cast Detect Magic.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Aina, as they're casting, to be a little shit, is just gonna snap their fingers twice and clean both of them. Just for the little flare up of magic to distract them.
Oh, rude. Alright.
Porum's just gonna go, thank you, but I'm trying to concentrate right now.
And
I'm not used to this.
Detect magic you do. And who would have thunk it? You are in a very magical realm right now.
Of course.
Who could have foreseen this? You are surrounded by necromancy and illusion magic. Was there something in specific you were hoping to gain from this that maybe I could help you with? I guess is a further question.
Maybe enchantment, or maybe abjuration, to see if maybe we were physically teleported somewhere, if it's not just the mist. Seeing the mist.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily know that. You can safely say you are still in this. But you do see something else that's fun. The two of you are glowing with divination magic.
What does that mean?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Porum's just gonna look over himself and look over Aina and just be like, what the fuck?
What? What do you see with your eyes?
What to your fairy eyes see?
Look with your special eyes.
Porum's just going to shake his head and just be like, this doesn't make sense to me, but we're surrounded, or not surrounded, but us ourselves are radiating divination magic. You didn't cast anything, did you?
Not. I only cast Mage Armor and Prestidigitation. I don't even think I know anything divination-wise. Hannah's just gonna look down to their shadow. Just kind of give it a questioning look, like...
Oh yeah, I should also mention Porum. Shadow is big necromancy magic.
Hmm.
But,
I mean, I see illusion, I see necromantic, but divination doesn't make sense. At least when I was told when people would cast detect magic, they wouldn't see their own... They wouldn't see the spell radiating anything. I don't know. I'm not used to this stuff, so I don't know. You're the big brains here.
Thank you. Well, if Penny saw visions of their dead loved one, and I saw something, that means you had to have seen something, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which, you were with Balthazar, so...
Balthazar said he saw something too.
Perhaps it's just tapping into our minds to make it easier to access?
Maybe? Do any spells come to mind for you?
Do any spells come to mind, Derek?
As far as that goes, as far as divination magic goes, roll an Arcana for.
Not this today. I can already see it. Great.
Yikes.
Porum, if you'd like to roll Arcana, you could too.
Okay, I'll see if I can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go for it.
Roll better than I know.
Yeah.
Yay.
So slowly, Porum, it begins to dawn on you that if you didn't cast divination and Ina didn't cast divination, that means somebody else casted divination, which means something is watching or tracking you via magic.
Porum's just going to whisper, or in a very hushed tone, voice kind of shaking, is going to say, "We're being followed."
I could have told you that. I've been feeling like something's watching us in the mist.
Do we see anything around us?
Just no.
Do you look?
I'm
Do you
just
look
gonna cover
deeply?
Porum's eyes and scream, "Don't look!"
Porum will let it happen. He'll let Ina cover his eyes.
Excellent. Do you stare into the void of
Me?
Porum's hand as if you were still trying to look?
I think he'd just be too caught off guard to even
Okay.
care about looking.
Probably for the best. Yeah. Everything's fine. Got your eyes covered.
He's just gonna rip Ina's hands off and just be like, "What the fuck, Ina?"
And it's just gonna, like, grip Porum's shoulders really tightly. There is something in the mist with us. And the goat warned me that it is just better if we don't see it. And I believe him. You do not want to see it.
Okay. Fine, I won't see what I can't see anyway.
And it's just gonna shifty eye the mist again, just gonna casually look over it, just like, ugh.
How deeply are you shifty-eyeing the mist?
Deep enough where I'm just darting my eyes around, but not trying to perceive what I shouldn't.
Okay, sounds good. You do start to see something else, though, when you do that.
Oh? Oh.
Yeah.
Why is it pink?
There's a red tinge glowing amongst the mist and the water coming off from the distance. And, well, in addition to that red tinge, we're gonna switch perspective a little bit, shall we say.
Oh, no.
As Biner, you are feeling this hunger in your heart and your soul. The memories of all the people you lost flowing in your mind. And you have this feeling regarding your tribe. You can have them back. You can have a new tribe. Tribe bound to you closely. Tribe that you can give strength and protect. So long as you sink your tusks and teeth into your friends. And that has been what has been driving you as you've been running through the mists, running towards two figures, not even noticing that there's water at your feet as you go across it. The magic that you placed on yourself, making it to where each footfall doesn't even leave a ripple as you move through the mists. And would you like to describe me what Biner in this state, hunting, what that looks like at all?
So he would kind of be throwing his head kind of side to side like he's driven, like he's got to find the others. He has to, I guess he needs to fix what he's lost. And so he's trying to sniff. He's trying to, look around anything that moves. He's, trying to track it. He's upset. He's angry. The loss is just too great on him right now, and he's just focused to replace the loss.
Absolutely. Glow of the red moon reflecting in your eyes as you finally see two figures amongst the water you have noticed that have not yet noticed you. And because you got a fucking 29, and sadly on their last perception checks they got 10s, you will be
I don't think
getting...
we could have hit that high anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You will be getting a surprise round. So, Spider, you get... I'm going to give you a little time to think about what you'd like to do for that.
Oh, I already know.
Well, we will be getting back to you, but we're also going to let... we're going to let Ophelia do a little bit of hunting.
We just couldn't get Ophelia, could we?
Not.
I mean, it's okay. I was ready to go against Spider anyway.
I wasn't!
Hey, Derek.
Yes.
Can you change music, though, when I come back to, like, Friday the 13th or Halloween type? You know?
I don't know if I have anything like that downloaded, but I will play some very intense music when we get back with both of you. In fact, I'll play a little bit of a little more intense music now, just to help ramp up to what's happening. Because, Ophelia, much the same is going through your mind as you begin your chase, begin your hunt. And, Ophelia, describe what your chase looks like for us, if you would.
Seeing that she's never, I guess, had the strength that she does now, she would immediately just try to run as fast, jump as high, possibly even go on all fours and run like a wolf. Just like trying to find a smell of something to hunt.
Absolutely. And it is coming to you crystal clear. 2 scents that are familiar to you. Your newfound senses making you see them from extremely far away, drawing you to them. And let's see, you got a 13 on your stealth. What was their last perceptions? Let's
I
take
think it was just 10s and a 4.
10 out of 4. All right. So Ophelia, as you are chasing, you see 2 figures leaving a swamp. Your eyes red, emotions swirling in your chest as you see 2 targets before you walking, have not noticed you. So maybe you take a second to crouch and plan a stealthy approach, or maybe you're not going to do too stealthy approach. Whatever the reason or whatever the strategy, it'll be entirely up to you to decide. But right here is where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So you and Biner are going to have plenty of time to think about how you'd like to proceed. We're going to come back at the 41-minute mark. So I'll see y'all then.
God damn you, Derek.
We'll see you then, fellas.
We just
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Weird Adventures. I'm Derek, and our party has found themselves in a bit of a pickle. 2 of them have been converted into werewolves under a blood moon in this realm of mists, and are hunting their party members. And because they're hunting their party members, and because they did decent enough on stealth, or their party members rolled poorly in perception, they are both getting a surprise round. So, sadly, getting any basically where I've placed you is as close as you can get during your surprise round. So you're still a little ways away, but if you have ranged abilities, you can use those, and you can also use the surprise round to get a little bit closer. So, because you rolled the highest stealth, Biner, we're gonna let you start off. How are you approaching them through the mist? What is your opener? What do they see?
I assume I pick up their scent,
Oh yeah, you see them.
and I'm just like, new family. And I will start to move closer. And then, just give me a second here. I gotta look a little closer.
Creeping in through the mists.
And as I get closer, and within range, I am going to cast. Did I find the spell again? Entangle.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Oh,
So I
excellent.
place the 20 feet right there.
Marvelous. So,
druids.
yes. Porum, as y'all are discussing how you should not look into the mists, for you will see things in the mist, you begin to see a figure take shape. And before you can react, what does the casting of this spell look like, Chris?
You see him kind of charge forward, and he kind of takes his hands and it looks like he almost like pushes down into the ground kind of thing. He's not touching the ground, but it's like he pushes down and then lifts up. So as he does that, the vines rip out of the ground and start entangling them.
Yes. So you watch as horrifically the water that you're all standing on begins pooling and transforming into dirt beneath your feet as vines emerge and start attempting to wrap around the 2 of you. And as that happens, I'm going to need a strength save from the both of you, as this figure that you see, you're starting to notice does have a lot of features that Biner has. Oh no.
Oh no, I know.
Alright, well, Porum is safe at least, but Aina, you are in fact restrained by the vines. Any,
So, use actions to cast a spell, though, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You just
double-checking.
have disadvantage on attacks, can't move, and then enemies have advantage on attacks against you. But is there anything else you'd like to do with your surprise round, Biner? Or to describe?
Yeah, he'll move a little closer.
Oh, I do.
And then,
Yeah.
and that's as far as he can go.
Yes.
And then as he gets closer, he just kind of says, "My friends, join me. It's not as bad as you think. It doesn't hurt me. You should feel what I feel." And he just ends with that.
Yeah. So you see beneath the trunk these sharpened fangs amongst this massive tusks on this bloodied look in his eye. Now, we're going to head over to Ophelia. So, Ophelia, what is your approach like?
She's gonna see them, stand tall. She's going to cast False Life on herself.
All right.
At the second level.
Very good.
If I can find it. So it'll be 11 HP that she gets.
All right.
And then, as she stands up and sees them, she's going to dash straight. Or I'm sorry, I meant to quicken spell that, Derek.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's my bad.
Then, yes, you may dash.
Alright, I'm going to dash. And, the result of your coin flip indicates who I'm going next to first.
Oh no.
She's gonna get right into Penny's face and go, "Penny, Balthazar, I have a gift for both of you." And that'll be her turn.
I love it. And yeah, as you see this beast wearing your friend's clothes charging towards you, Penny, you do see a bit of a glint on this beast's hip. The glint of a silvered dagger, which could prove useful to you. But now that they've both gotten their surprise rounds, we are going to roll some initiative. So if you go up to the top right where the fist is, you can right-click that to pull out the initiative tracker, and everyone can go and start making some rolls.
Oh, hey! I didn't do so bad.
You did do so bad.
Very bad.
So yeah, Balthazar,
Yes.
you and Penny were just walking through the swamp trying to catch some bearings when this ferocious monster wearing Ophelia's clothes, you see some scales amongst the fur, charges out at you, getting right up in Penny's face. What does Balthazar do?
He doesn't like that. Hearing that come up, Balthazar is like half turned, has an arm out in front of Penny, and instinctually, he's going to release his celestial revelation as the mist turns to shadow around him, and a shadowy pair of fully feathered black wings sprout out from behind his back, eyes going pure silver. I'm gonna need. This is probably gonna be useless against Ophelia because she's
You don't know.
she's a charisma caster, but
Rolls could be
charisma
bad.
saving throw.
Alright. There you go.
Oh! Alright.
So charisma saving throw. I believe, eyes briefly until. What does it do again? Fuck.
It frightens.
Where is it? Yeah, they're frightened.
Yeah,
So
so
you're
you are
frightened of me.
frightened until the end of Balthazar's next turn.
I think
Gotcha.
that means you have disadvantage while I'm in sight.
Yes. On attacks.
Yes, God bless. And that was bonus action as an action. Oh god. Panic. Free action, he has his, wakizashi pulled out from, his hip, and, we could cast bonus action stuff as an action, yes?
I
Is
do
that a
allow
thing?
for double bonus actions instead of a normal action. So yeah, you could do that if you like.
Cool, okay. He's gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Alright.
I don't think I need the measure template. But yeah. And it'll be technically in front, but we'll say it's like right here.
Alright. Let's see here. Blue. So there it is. Are you able to control that?
Let me check. Yep, I can.
Excellent.
Okay, so wings spread out, and with it is just flurry of butterflies as they go in for an attack. Ooh, a 20!
Jesus.
Ooh.
The good
I
thing you
assume
got
that
that
hits.
extra HP.
That's why I decided to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a normal. So that's 10 HP. Good. Okay.
The butterflies swarm around you. Would Balthazar say anything or do anything else?
All of that came out purely on instinct, and he's just like, weapon in front of him, kind of trying to put Penny to his back, and he's just like staring at this tall wolf-like creature and seeing the familiar markings and the fact that she knew their names. He's gonna blink, and he's Ophelia? What are you doing?
After taking like the hit, you notice that it didn't like affect her. Like obviously you hit, but she didn't like take actual damage. And she'd kind of like tilt her head at you and look at you with her big green eyes. I'm trying to gather friends.
Sorry, Corey. Just because I wanna make sure.
Did I cut out?
No, you didn't cut out. Did you
Okay.
say that you didn't take damage from the spiritual
Well,
weapon?
like
Oh, because
I
the
did.
false life.
It's temp HP.
Gotcha.
It's not
Okay.
like she was.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it hit, but she wasn't like.
Oh, wait, I
Physically
do also add...
Yes.
Wait a second. It does deal necrotic damage as well. So transfer... equals proficiency bonus, so
So
I get...
2.
You get 1. Your temp HP is gone. You're down by 1 HP now.
I had
the
11 temp
tiniest
HP.
cut.
Yeah, but it's a +2 for proficiency.
Oh,
Yes.
cool. Perfect.
Yes.
Good.
12.
That'll save me for my next turn.
Excellent. Right.
Huh.
Anything else for you, Balthazar?
He's just gonna look to... He's not gonna keep his eyes off of Ophelia, but he's gonna tell Penny, keep away from her. Don't come close. He's just wary. And that'll be his turn as I enter.
All right. That'll bring us over to Aina as you see this colossus of a mammoth emerging from the mists, greeting you in a very friendly manner as vines wrap around you and hold you in place.
Not friend shaped.
What would you like to do? How do you react?
Ida's just gonna struggle against Entangle and just say shit, and with each shit, their magic is gonna pulsate, and it's almost like Ina's moving in slow motion as more duplicates are created in the same space, and he's gonna cast Mirror Image.
Very nice. I will give you a little... It says feet, but, you know, they are people, not feet.
People not.
That's right. Yes. You can see, it looks like there are multiple copies of Ina amongst these vines, and it's a little hard for you to distinguish which one is real. Anything else for you, Ina?
And it's just gonna look to Porum and just kind of like, please keep him away.
All right, that'll bring us over to Penny. You see
Okay, so
the silvered blade on their hip.
so Penny notices that, but first thing Penny sees is this wolf thing.
Yes.
So she's gonna go, oh shit. Then she's gonna see these big black wings pop out, and she's gonna look and go, holy shit. Then she's gonna look back at this white wolf thing, and she's gonna be like, Ophelia? And then she's gonna try to grab the little dagger off of Ophelia.
All right. So you're going to make a sleight of hand check. And Ophelia, you can make an athletics or an acrobatics, though I do believe the frightened condition will give you disadvantage.
On checks?
Yes.
Not just attack rolls?
I
Okay.
believe it also does for checks. I will double check right now, though. Just to be sure.
I think you're right.
Frightened ability
I
checks
highly-
and attack rolls, yes.
I'd basically have to double crit. So. I'm sorry, you said athletics or acrobatics?
Yes.
Okay. There we
No.
go.
All right. So this,
Almost.
sadly, the theft
Yeah,
will
almost.
use your action, but you are able to reach in and to grab the blade. And I don't know if you'd like to describe a cool flourish to how you steal the silvered weapon. You're more than welcome to. But yes.
No flourish to it. She's just gonna really quickly, just quickly reach out, grab it, and pull her hand back in.
Excellent.
I guess do I notice it, Derek? Because I'd have something I'd say if I do.
You would probably notice it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, God, sorry, my fucking voice.
So, okay.
Do your best. We believe in you.
As I'm reaching and getting it, then I'm going to disengage and move
Nice.
behind Balthazar. So while I'm doing that, I am assuming Ophelia is going to be saying something to me, because I'm going to quickly
Yeah.
grab Ophelia and start to back up. So what's Ophelia saying to Penny?
Okay. That's right. Fucking voice.
You got this, Corey.
You
I
got
believe.
this. Drink water.
I'm gonna do that real quick. Sorry, guys.
Hydrate. Hydrate before you dehydrate.
That's right.
That's right, Penny. Take like you just took from Balthazar's friend's chest. Take like the glutton that you are.
Oh.
Them's fighting words.
Huh.
Big fight.
Penny's-
words.
Penny's just gonna quietly hide behind Balthazar. Not gonna say anything.
Right.
Not at all.
Okay. Just to let you
Okay.
know, because you did do a disengage, you may want to move a little bit further back, because on Ophelia's turn, they could just move up and be next to you again and then hit you. You want to make
Okay.
sure that if Ophelia moved, they'd have to take an attack of opportunity from Balthazar. It's probably what you want to do. Just
Yeah.
scooting a little
Alright,
further
alright.
back would be ideal.
I'm gonna move as far back as I just moved. Then I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. That'll bring us over to Porum.
Okay, just to backpedal a little bit, seeing the vines obviously grasping at himself and Ina, he's just going to fly up into the sky to avoid it.
How high up
And
would you
see-
fly?
I'm going to move my full movement, so 30 feet.
All right. We're 30 feet in the air.
Seeing this gargantuan elephant figure come through the mist, his eyes just widen, and he feels this like a very cold sweat start coming from the back of his neck. Just seeing Biner's disfigured face. And immediately he is going to cast Shield of Faith onto Aina.
Ooh, nice.
So you get another +2 to your AC, RJ.
Yeah!
Shield it up.
And she's just going to pull out an arrow and just say, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to take a shot with crap. Sorry, I'm trying to. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to take a shot with bursting arrow.
All right. Are you using one of the special arrows that you picked up?
Yeah. How many of those do I have? Because it's not in my inventory.
Ooh. I want to say y'all picked up 3. So I'll give
Three?
you
Okay.
3 silver arrows.
I can keep track on resource 3 on my sheet.
Sounds good.
And I'll just put they're silver arrows, right?
Yep. So take your shot.
I can't spell arrow. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Da-da-da-da-da.
That will
24.
hit. Surprisingly enough, with Biner's ridiculous armor class.
And then I think I'm doing this right, Derek.
Yes.
4 and then roll 2d6.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, you can click the 2d6 button up above
Oh.
with your arcane shot, or you can manually do it.
13 points of damage.
All right.
And I'm just gonna aim for his right shoulder, like right in the pocket.
All right. So yeah, Biner, you feel as this arrow crashes into you, manages to cut through your hardened skin, and explodes with force. They
That would
don't
be
seem
fun.
to be accepting what you're offering.
I don't know what you're talking about. Aina hasn't moved.
So that was bonus action, that was action, that was movement. Okay, that would be the end of my turn. He's just gonna yell down to Aina. He's just gonna yell, oh fuck, I'm like trying to blank, I'm panicking. Get the fuck out of there as fast as you can. And that'll be my turn.
All right. That'll bring us back to Ophelia. So Ophelia, you are under the frightened condition at the moment. What would you do?
I don't have to like move away, right? It just means I can't. Move
You can't
past.
move.
Yeah, you can't move towards
past.
him, so
Okay.
you can't get to Penny.
Okay. Well, good thing I don't need to move towards him. It's fine. Yeah, we'll do the multi-attack on Balthazar.
All
Just
right.
really disregarding it, though.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I know. So it's 1 claw, 1 bite.
Yes.
So we will do disadvantage.
Miss.
And damn.
Miss. Oh, thank God.
Right. So yeah, you're.
He's gonna parry the claw with his dagger and lean back as far as possible from the bite.
Yeah. The sort of necrotic shroud around you. I like to imagine it sort of intensifying and bursting just before the teeth can reach.
Yeah, before she do it, she's kind of like gnarl her fangs and sort of like like shift to like her back feet to indicate like that she's kind of frightened, but she's still just gonna go in for it anyways.
Absolutely.
You know, she just wants those good noms.
Of course.
Take a bite of the sweet, sweet boy.
Mhm.
Looking pretty tasty.
You know, why? Nah, we'll let it go there. That'll be the turn.
All right.
Yeah.
It's next when you're ready.
Whoopsies, my bad, Derek.
No worries. Oh, so Porum has 4 silver arrows because Penny took the party loot.
Derek, I
okay.
also wanted to let you know my sorcery points aren't correct in the werewolf sheet. I should have 4. I just wanted to give you the heads up.
Oh.
As opposed to 3.
It's according to your sorcerer level, not your total level. So.
Oh my god, I'm
it is
dumb.
3. Yes.
I'm dumb.
He's all
my
good.
regular sheet updated it to 4, so that's why I thought I had 4.
Gotcha. I will fix that for you then.
Oh, I already did. I got it.
Excellent. Then that will bring us to Biner, as it seems they are not accepting your very kind offer. They shot you even. How rude.
So he's going to run up.
Before you do anything, actually, roll me a con save to see if you hold that entangle. Because you took a little damage.
Oh, concentrate.
Yes.
Constitution, you said?
Yes, yes.
Ability check or saving?
Saving throw.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're fine. No worries. So you charge up ahead. What's she getting up to?
And I stop just before Ina and say, don't you want to feel what I feel? It won't hurt you. It doesn't hurt me. And then he'll whip his head around to Porum and says, but you don't want to be family. And so he's 30 feet up in the air, right?
Yes, he is.
So he's technically 22 feet above me.
Yeah, he's 20 feet above you because of how enormous you are right now, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So let me just check real quick. Sorry, Derek. Can I use Thorn Whip on him?
Link Thorn Whip for me. Range 30 feet. Yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna Thorn Whip him.
Oh no!
Alright, make sure you roll that critical damage.
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
pull him 10 feet closer to me.
You yank him a little closer to the ground as that vine sort of wraps around his leg, and you just.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna say, I'll bring my only friends I do have, and I will cast a healing spirit next to me.
Ooh.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
Take my healing.
Excellent.
Aw.
You get yourself 5 HPs. Good stuff.
And that's my
Alright. Marvelous. And that will bring us to the top of the round with Balthazar. Balthazar, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. First and foremost, bonus action, spiritual weapon, with Ophelia having tried to attack, the butterflies are just swarming around her.
She's trying to swat at some of them.
Yeah. Normal.
Ah,
15?
damn. Yep.
Oh bless. Normal.
I keep
9.
opening the wrong. Is that with the necrotic or am I?
That would be 11 with the necrotic.
Okay. I can do math, I
As a-
swear.
I assume with each necrotic, it's just the wings sort of flapping in front of them, in front of him in time with the butterflies, and sort of cutting you up with it.
Absolutely.
Ophelia, get a hold of yourself. This isn't like you. And he's going to cast Hold Person.
Ooh, alright.
Can I interject something like right after you hit me with the spiritual weapon?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Water.
Take a drink, take a big
Dude, I've
sippy.
been drinking continuously and it doesn't feel any better.
You lubricate your throat.
to hydrate, Balthazar.
Yeah.
Hydrate before you hydrate.
I can just imagine Ophelia just taking sips of water while in combat.
Yeah, she's just holding up like a one moment.
Okay, give me a second.
I thought we were friends, Balthazar. Why would you hurt me? Or am I nothing more than a glorified tinderbox for you?
You know for a fact that's not true. But you are... Something's up. And he is going to, around his holy symbol, make a few gestures and try to cast a Hold Person.
Alright, give me a wisdom save.
Oh god, please.
Oh.
Alright. You're
It's
beginning
just-
to feel yourself lock into place.
It's just some of the butterflies from his spiritual weapon sort of fly over and start surrounding your body and turn into threads, just winding around. And I believe
She's just going to
Paralyzed.
howl at you. Or,
Okay,
well, you know,
cool.
if...
Yeah, as much as one can.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are restrained and incapacitated, technically, by saying of how paralyzed works, so that means you can't take reactions. Balthazar is going to fucking back up.
Yes.
Wait, still,
And at the very least, at the end of Balthazar's turn, you will not be afraid anymore. Just paralyzed.
Yeah, you're not afraid, but you're paralyzed.
Am I able to do anything or no?
So you'll get to make another save at the end of your next turn.
But I couldn't bonus action healing light myself.
Sadly not.
Okay.
Unless something happens that would break Balthazar's concentration, but I do not foresee that happening.
That's okay. Just wanted to check.
The meteor I
so-
have scheduled doesn't come for a couple more rounds. So
Jesus Christ. As he's backed up towards Penny, he's just going to whisper to her, knock her out as fast as you can.
I'll try.
He nods.
excellent. All right, that will then bring us. Or sorry, did you have anything else you want to do, Cosmic?
No, that is all he can do, so end turn.
All right, Aina, you are watching as Biner is roping up Porum's leg and sort of trying to pull them back to the ground. What would you like to do?
I was just gonna struggle a little bit and just look towards Biner and just like, this isn't you! Please, rein yourself in. Look at what you're doing to us. I'm just gonna give it just a moment to look at Biner to see if you've registered.
He's just completely focused on the person that attacked him first.
It's true.
Alright. It's gonna let out just a... It's gonna just twist his hands with the vine and just send out a mind whip.
All right. Give me an intelligence save.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think he takes half damage.
Does, but he doesn't get the fun effects as which I was looking for. 3.
Oh no!
Oh.
You feel a
Just
mental
more-
strain.
across his face, and his eyes immediately dart over to Aina.
Aina really doesn't want to hurt Biner. Oh.
Absolutely. Alright, that'll bring us to Penny. Gonna try to end it quick.
Okay, so Penny is going to move up to Ophelia and take the dagger and stab the dagger in Ophelia's leg. Or try.
You will
Pretty
have
sure that.
advantage.
Advantage.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm not
Okay.
looking.
Alright, so,
Okay.
by the way, Penny, an attack against a paralyzed creature, if you're within 5 feet, is an automatic critical. So, roll your damage at a critical, and then
You also have sneak attack.
your sneak attack
so-
will also be critical damage. I'm sorry, Corey.
That's okay.
Well, I'm not too sorry. It's probably for the best this is happening overall.
Do I do anything else? I did the.
Yes. So find your sneak attack ability and give that a click as well.
I wanted to make sure that.
It should be at the
Hold on.
bottom of your features.
Yeah.
Excellent. And click that damage and then make that a critical as well.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, I'm down.
Ooh. Are you
so,
done?
Yeah.
So, Penny, tell us how
Yes.
you stab Ophelia and watch as they slowly start turning back into their normal self.
And as she stabs, as Penny stabs Ophelia with the dagger, she's gonna say, "Here, you want your dagger back?" And then,
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna watch her fall to the ground.
Excellent.
She'd wince
Balthazar
like the dog.
quickly. Oh,
My turn.
could Balthazar quickly like try and catch Ophelia before she falls completely to the ground?
No,
I'm like a
sadly,
nice
Ophelia will fall to the ground.
God damn it!
There is a bit of well, no, actually, you can hold your hold person until you walk back and then release
Oh,
it.
yes. Ophelia's gonna stay up.
All right. So, because one of the werewolves has been solved, our other 3 party members, you get something good and useful that you can do, which is each of you, while watching the other fight, you get one of these. You can say, I would like, if somebody fails a roll, you can say, I would like to give them advantage on that roll. Or if somebody passes a roll, you could say, I would like to give them disadvantage on that roll and make them roll a second time. So,
Okay.
all of you can do that to either heighten the drama or help your friends, however you'd like. But, yeah, including you, Ophelia. So,
Okay.
good stuff. But that would then bring us to Orm.
So before we start, I didn't realize that Shield of Faith is concentration. So what do I roll?
Oh yeah, you got hit. So roll a Constitution saving throw.
And I had
I think you just
Biner,
have to
so
go for a 10.
that's concentration for them too.
It's
It's
true.
a low one, but
Yeah, he has to get a 10. All right, so
Okay.
you are holding your concentration, and Biner, roll me a Constitution save too. All right, y'all are good. Porum, what would you like to do?
Let me just reread this really quickly. I've been reading it like 10 times to make sure I get it right. But it's an action though. Fuck. I'm scared. Porm's just going to grasp onto his holy symbol, his little emblem, and he's just going to mutter some few words under his breath and evoke an emboldening bond.
Right.
Oh.
As an action, you choose them within 30 feet of you. Excellent. So you can give that to yourself and Aina. Very lovely.
So pretty much we can roll 1d4 per turn on ability, saving, or attack rolls.
Nice.
And just for a little special effect too, for this effect, Porm's emblem will send out 2 little pixies that will rest on Aina's shoulder and Porm's shoulder. And he's just going to look at Biner and just say, he's just going to say, I'm not weak anymore. And you can see in his eyes that Porum is a little pissed off and ready to fight.
Absolutely.
That's my action. I don't think I have anything else for bonus action. Just double check.
Any movement?
I don't know how movement works with the whip.
The whip just tugs you. It doesn't stay on your body, so it's let go of you.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
At least I'm pretty sure. I'll double check, but yeah.
if that's the case,
Yeah, you are free.
I'm going to move 15 feet to get to 35. And just hover over Biner.
Alright. Like that?
Yeah. And then he's just gonna get an arrow ready for his next turn.
Okay.
That's roleplay wise.
All good.
I got it. I remember. I got it. Yay!
Alright, Ophelia, make me a death saving throw, please.
Here comes the natural 1.
Don't do it.
Don't speak it into existence.
I'm
Curse
going
yourself.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
Hey, it's my first good werewolf roll.
Hell yeah. Alright. Then that will bring us to Biner.
Alright. He'll turn to Aina and say, I didn't want to hurt you, but you hurt me first. And he will... You said I get a claw and a bite attack?
Yep. Or basically you get one other attack and one bite attack. So if you wanted to use like a shillelagh, you could use that. But you have a multi-attack that consists of one attack and then a bite attack.
So could I actually cast a spell and then also bite?
Sadly, no.
Okay, just want to make sure.
All good.
He's gonna take his claws first and attack her with the claws.
I know.
Yep.
Alright. That would be at advantage because of the restrained. And then Aina, I'm going to need you to roll me a d20 for your mirror images. So if you want to make one more roll to see if you get better than a 13, you can.
No, just roll one more. Don't.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
No,
so
I-
it doesn't hit me,
like-
or
The images.
the images have an AC of 12, but I can choose if it doesn't hit me to start with not to use them.
Okay. And yeah, the claw sadly will miss as it sort of scrapes against one of the vines. Pain that you're in from that arrow still clouding your judgment a little bit, but you do got a bite attack.
Do I get and that's an advantage too?
Yes, because the restraint. All right. Now
Well,
we're gonna see if it's a mirror image. Oh,
How
yes.
how does the help action work again? Or is it just when they're doing saves?
It is a mirror image.
It is hitting a mirror
Okay.
image, so are you sure you want to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just saves.
So yeah,
And then he'll have the spirit heal him too.
excellent.
So let me just find that again in the
As you swing your tusks, and one of the mirror images vanishes, disappearing into the mist around you.
Definitely hear just a squeak of just fear.
Oh no.
Oh, I know.
All right. So yeah, you get 3 HP back. I don't think that uses your bonus action, so if you have any bonus actions you'd like to use, you may.
Let me just see if there. Yeah, he'll cast Shillelagh.
All right. Thumps the staff as it vibrates with magic. At the top of the round, Biner, you can make me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Still pretty good. So, Biner, if you would like, the power of the moon is beginning to fade a little bit. You don't break free, but if you would like to roleplay your inner Biner fighting with your current Biner at all, they would see signs of such a thing beginning to happen. If you think it would. If other Biner is like, nope, not touching this, that's also okay. But wanted to give you the option.
I would say that after he bit the mirror image, he would, or Aina would, see for a split second sadness flash within his eyes, and then he'd kind of blink, and then he kind of, looks angry again.
Right.
Oh.
Sort of comes back up with a vengeance taking over you. All right. Bring us to Balthazar. Do you want to go over and hold your friend?
Yes, Balthazar runs over once he sees Ophelia essentially passed out during the hold, and as he gets there, he's gonna release the hold person and catch her before slowly putting her down to lay down on the ground. And, all right. I think she's normal. And he's going to put his hand with like the dagger between his fingers where it's stabbed on her thigh and pull it out and quickly cast Cure Wounds. So that would be 8. So you get 11 hit points back with my Grave Cleric Circle of Mortality, I believe.
Nice. So yeah, we'll come back. 8. You have a new. I put you back in your normal token. So you are normal again, though. Actually, Balthazar, you may want to hold off on that just for a moment.
Oh.
Because the moon is still up.
Oh, that's true. I'll switch it up to a Spare the Dying then.
Alright, sounds good.
As he eyes the moon warily.
Yes.
So that's bonus action. Oh boy.
Which is good.
He's just gonna make sure that the wound is closed at the very least.
Absolutely. Alright. And Ophelia, make sure that the stuff on your current sheet matches the resources that you've used as a werewolf, if you would, for me.
Can do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for Balthazar?
That'll be it, though. Just for flavor, with you letting us help out the other team,
Yes.
I will say butterflies from a spiritual weapon kind of wander away from them into the mist and vanish a little bit.
Sounds
But,
good.
that's about it.
All right. That will bring us back over to Aina. As you're witnessing the inner struggle of your friend and also witnessed yourself die inches from your face.
Oh, that's not terrifying at all.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I know he's really good at fucking wisdom, but I'm still gonna try it. I'm gonna try my hypnotic gaze since he's right above me.
Ooh.
As a panic.
All right. Hypnotic gaze. Make me a wisdom save, Biner.
Normal.
Would be at normal unless someone wants to give me disadvantage.
I'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah, I was about to say I would do it too, but go ahead, Cosmic.
Yeah, no.
All right. This will be a disadvantage. Hey!
Oh!
Hey, it worked!
All right. So what does this look like,
I will
Ida?
say it's Go on.
So, as Ina's panicking, they're just gonna slowly look up at Biner and meet their eyes, and just gonna whisper soothingly, "Please stop. I don't want to hurt you. I've already been through enough today. I don't want..." And then Ina's just gonna cut himself off because he doesn't want to say what he did.
All right. Yeah, you kind of feel yourself begin to be subdued a bit as this happens, and it sounds like you can just keep doing this on each of your turns until he takes damage. That is. So Porum, seeing Biner look subdued like they are, would you do an attack?
If they're subdued, then no.
All right. Then slowly, but surely, as you're doing this, Biner, you're feeling your body relax, thanks to this magic that Ina's placing on you. Relaxing, and slowly, as time goes on, that red moon above you begins to fizzle out. Takes a little bit of time looking over Ophelia's body, but the other side begins to fizzle out as well. As it does, you can watch as Biner begins shrinking back to a more normal size, from him at least. Still, fucking enormous, but more normal for him. And let's see, he would have 36 health, so I'll adjust that for him. Oh, excellent. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. The red moon fades, and he's just staring into your eyes, enthralled by your magic once more. With that, combat will be over. Yes.
Since there was 4 heals left from the spirit thing, if I'm just sitting there until this finally dazes off, I mean, is it like multiple turns are going on?
Give me just a quick second. So I'll just see how long it lasts. Because I think it has a pretty... It only lasts for a minute. I would say it would probably be longer than a minute when this wears off. So, sadly...
No, I know, while I'm waiting for this to do it, what I'm trying to say is, like, would turns be going, so each turn that went would the healing spirit be able to heal me, even because I don't need to tell.
That's true.
Yeah, because he only saves if he takes damage, so like healing isn't damage.
True. So yeah, you can go ahead and heal yourself. Let's see, you used it twice, so it would have.
Yeah, I have 4 more.
4 more. So yeah, you can heal yourself back up quite a lot.
Or you can give me 8, or do you want me to just heal back up? Because I'm only down 8. Either way you want to do it, I don't care. You can roll all 4. Or...
Yeah, roll all 4 for me on the extremely off chance you roll all 1s.
Yeah, I get. That's gonna.
It'll
happen
make
now,
for
then.
good television.
I know, after rolling 2 nat 20s in a row, yeah.
Something has to give.
I don't know why it's not. Give me a second here.
Maybe because
It's not doing. I think it's because
there's no active encounter.
Is it because there's no active encounter now?
No.
I hit it and it's like
No
not
active
letting- it's not
encounter.
clicking box. Yeah.
You could just
Oh,
do the.
it might be
splash
because
R.
your old token is no longer on screen. So if you're using Werewolf Binder sheet, it might not be working.
What? Oh, let me try.
Yeah.
I'll cast it here with the new one.
Sorry.
Give me a second. And then I'll just fix my spell count.
Excellent. While you're getting that settled, we're gonna head back over to Balthazar, Penny, and Ophelia, so we can do stuff with them. So I guess before while oh no. Okay.
Sorry.
I saw that one and I was like, oh, all right.
Oh, the first was a 5, so mathematically, I said the right thing, no matter what at that point.
Yeah. Roll me another wisdom save, because you have one more, and you might be able. I might let you use that to heal Porum. We'll say, your mind is enough, or your magic knows. Roll me one more wisdom save, because maybe you'll be able to give Porum a little bit of HP.
Okay. Well, if I want to.
If you want to,
Stop me.
you can be rude if you want. Yeah, sadly, I would say no. Your mind was in too much of a struggle at that moment, but it's okay. But yeah, we are going to hop back over to Penny, Balthazar, as you see that red moon finally beginning to set. Ophelia, breathing thanks to the spare the dying, but unconscious for a moment. What do y'all talk about while you wait for it to completely disappear? You talk about that awesome stab?
Penny, of course, is holding the dagger because she pulled it out as Ophelia was falling. She pulled it out, so Penny still has the dagger in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
But she's gonna look down at Ophelia. She's gonna be like, Ophelia, and then she's gonna look at Balthazar. And she's gonna go, holy shit, Balthazar, what's up with those wings?
It's Balthazar kind of looks behind him. I will say he has like a shadowy version of like his usual hat and veil, and, like the glowing silver eyes. It's something of a bloodline thing. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that much at least.
Are you a demon?
No, I'm Asmar, angelic in nature.
Huh.
As he's saying this, he's gonna cast Cure Wounds, so that's 11 points the hit of healing.
So is Ophelia completely out still? Is she conscious?
Well, she would be, but by now the moon has faded completely, and Balthazar is casting that healing to give Ophelia 11 HP back. So, yeah. Ophelia, you feel this magic rush into you, and a rush of air into your lungs. And you remember what happened. It's a little vague, hazy, as if you were sort of watching it from a distance, almost kind of out-of-body experience, but you remember enough details to know what you did.
So Penny's gonna look at Ophelia. Oh, Ophelia, are you okay?
Like you'll hear her make like that sound like that, when lungs kind of like, or when air fills like the lungs, like that gasp as she comes back. And she'll just lay on the ground because her body feels sore. Muscles and bones moving that probably weren't supposed to move. Probably didn't feel great. And she looks...
Go ahead.
I was just gonna respond. Penny, I feel good. I'm glad I didn't hurt either of you.
Well, I'm sorry. I stabbed you. I'm gonna hold the dagger up. Do you want your dagger back? I didn't mean to hurt you, but you were just out of your mind crazy, and you were not you.
There is something interesting that you notice, though. The scent of the silver stings your nostrils. You smell it quite strongly. You now have keen hearing and smell in your normal form, which I've added to your
Ooh.
features.
Oh my god, awesome. She kind of like makes like that, like, you know, like the sniffs, like that she can smell the dagger.
Mm.
No, Penny, I think it's just fine if you keep it.
Are you sure?
Werewolves don't like silver.
Okay, well, you were pretty mean to me and about me stealing things, so I just thought I'd offer it back to you. I don't want you to think of me that way.
Is this... Go on.
Oh, no. You can go ahead, actually.
No. You can wait until after you speak.
Those were like subconscious thoughts. They weren't. I just didn't have control over myself. I'm sorry
I
that I said something mean.
I thought you liked me, but I guess you don't. 'Cause you weren't very nice. I know you weren't you. I know you weren't you, but still, part of you probably really feels that way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said it. And so Penny's just gonna kind of turn around and look the other way.
Oh, the guilt.
And you said werewolf thoughts equals sober thoughts.
Don't text and drive while werewolving. Anyways, Cosmic, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, no, the mention of the thieving again, and going back to what Werewolf Ophelia said, Balthazar's eyeing Penny down with a little bit of a narrowed gaze, but he's gonna just sigh roughly and shake his head. Will you be okay? Or do you need more healing?
I just want to lay on the ground. Or wait, I'm sorry, am I in your arms? I don't remember what actually happened.
You are laying down on the ground, kind of half in Balthazar's arms.
I just need a moment to collect myself and my thoughts.
And Penny's just gonna turn back around and say, well, don't take too long, because there's other bad things in this mist, and we probably should find our friends. Other friends.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
Wow. Real friends.
Oh my god.
Penny said you can't sit with us anymore.
Penny's gonna, not Penny. Balthazar's gonna look up at Penny. Penny, please. Not right now. She wasn't in complete control.
Balthazar.
Don't hold against her.
Balthazar, she was probably right. On some level, I felt that way. And I can't do much to take back what I said. And saying that I wasn't in control of myself seems like a cheap attempt at a bad apology. And she'll kind of stand up and, just look at Penny, and this might not mean much to you right now, but I want you to know that I am sorry.
I understand what you're saying, but I think we need to move on and try to find our friends. And she's just gonna turn and start to wander away.
As she is wandering, I'm just gonna look at Balthazar. You should catch up to her. I'll be a little bit behind.
I don't think we should be separating at all, he's going to take Ophelia by the elbow and like sort of half take her weight and follows Penny for catching up and like grabbing her by the collar, like the back of her collar a little bit, and it just tells her softly, "Don't go wandering off. I'd rather we not get separated in the mists again."
I'm not wandering off. I'm trying to go find our friends, and I think we should move on.
Just while this is happening, or while like Ophelia is just kind of being like shouldered onto Balthazar, or at least like kind of leaning onto Balthazar, she'll just cast Cure Wounds on herself as well.
Cast Cure Wounds on yourself. It's an HP. Actually, before you do that, before you use that spell slot, I am going to ask the three of you a question. Realistically, do you think in the next couple of hours or so that you would be taking a short rest? Because I know Patty and Balthazar didn't get hurt very much. Used some spells. I know you wouldn't get that back. But for Ophelia, would you slow down for that? Or because I know Penny is very focused on finding true friends, would you all be soldiering up?
I mean, I would. I guess Ophelia would probably just want to keep the party together and not slow anybody down.
All right. Then yeah, go ahead.
Balthazar is going to. He's gonna throw in not a Cure Wounds, but as his necrotic shroud is starting to dissipate, so some of the shadows sort of coalesce around his arm and hand, and he's going to do where is it? Some healing hands.
Oh, nice.
Use ability. Hopefully this works. So 4 extra.
4 extra
Yay.
HPs.
I was gonna say I'm basically back at full, so
Nice.
Excellent.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Did I see wings on your back?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we did.
Balthazar demon.
I'm
Oh.
not a demon, Penny.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes you just seem a little demonish.
Is that why he knows Infernal?
I think so.
Balthazar pinches the bridge of his nose and sighs.
I just
By the way, have either of you seen Calcerix or Urki?
I
Do
haven't.
we know? Do you know if they ended up in the mist with us? Do you know where they went?
I think I was swallowed up before anybody else, or after Ina, but I didn't see much of anything.
I couldn't get past the door. Or the lack of the door once I got separated from you all.
Oh, that's right. It's been a long day. Let's just
Really
keep
has.
moving on.
Keep moving. The three of y'all do. As you do, time passes as it does in this place. More nonsensical scenes go past you. But more than even before, with that knowledge that Penny has so kindly shared with you, you feel like you're all being watched. And what's more, Ophelia, now you feel this itch at the back of your mind. Like claws holding the back of your skull, trying to crack it and see what might come out, but holding so very softly. The faintest thought crosses your mind whenever you let it wander a little too far. Thought.
Let me out.
still try not to pay it too much mind as she will just separate from Balthazar. Thank you. I think I'm okay to walk on my own now.
Are you sure it's no trouble at all?
Yeah, I don't want to be your burden.
It's not a burden. He kind of pats her shoulder, and we'll stay close to her just in case.
Absolutely. And the three of you roll me perceptions.
Boy. Perception. It's not bad.
Could be worse. That feeling of being watched gets more intense as you watch the scenery fade from you once more. Once more it looks as it did when you first entered the mist, a blank slate. But now you are hearing things, sounds in the periphery of your vision. A large creature on all fours moving through the mist, circling you. A figure on its back. Every time you try to get a good look, it vanishes just out of your sight. Circling you.
We all see this.
I would say Balthazar, he's at first.
Okay.
The rest of you might hear it, or you might feel it, but Balthazar, you're the first one to catch sight of this.
Yeah, he's gonna make mention of it to the rest as he takes out his crossbow and load it up. We should be wary. It seems like we're being followed.
I told you there were things in the mist. Other things.
I never
And
disbelieved you,
Penny-
Penny.
Sorry. Did you guys all see things in the mists?
Yes, Ophelia, that's what we were just talking about.
I meant other things, not just
Brutal.
like people.
If you mean the visions that we got, it seems from our first entrance. Yes. I did. And Penny certainly did.
I did. I saw my pop. But I don't know if you want to hear that story. Who did you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
You were saying, Penny?
I'm not. I was just asking who you saw. Or is that not important?
I saw my friends, and they weren't visions, Balthazar. They're their spirits.
No, I'm aware. I know full well. It wasn't just visions, but it's easier to call it that than anything else. And he's not looking at her, but it's eyes are distant again. His other hand sort of fiddles with his holy symbol. Or actually, no, he's not fiddling with his holy symbol. He's fiddling with a little charm that's now dangling off of his belt.
Yeah, Balthazar won't talk about what he saw either. Did you by chance come across anything living? Like, I don't know, any of our friends? I found Ina, of course. I found Balthazar. And Balthazar found Porum. So we're still missing Biner and Calcerix and Urki.
Penny, I found Banur.
How's
We
he?
were- He transformed into a werewolf just like I did. And then we separated. I also saw Balak. He's
You
who
saw-
caused the red moon.
Concerning?
Yes.
Did he tell you anything else? Like where we are?
If I recall correctly, I believe he just apologized for what he was doing.
Well, that doesn't do us any good.
You're wondering where we are, Penny. It's called the Shadowfell. It's where
Oh.
souls have a tendency to gather. Hence why we saw who we did.
Well, why did we end up here? Why did Balak send us here? And what does this Strahd... Oh, and that's another thing, Ophelia. When I was visiting with Pop, he disappeared, and then this guy showed up. This guy named Strahd von blah blah blah. And he... I don't know. He's weird. Because then he was talking to me, and then he talked about a goat, and then he turned into a bat, and he flew away, and I don't know what any of this has to do with anything. I just want to get out of here. Oh, and Ina saw a goat?
Sorry, you said Strahd. Was the
Strahd
last
von something or another.
von
Yeah,
Zarovich?
he said this was the land. Oh, and he said I could stay here as long as I wanted. And then he told me if I saw a gate, I could go through the gate and leave. But this was all his land. But this is... Balthazar just said it's this place called Shadowfell. I'm so confused.
Penny, Strahd von Zarovich is referred to as the Beast. I came across a nobleman in a lighthouse.
No.
Oh man.
He referred to me saying that the beast could not be defeated unless the beacon was lit. And he told me that the beast's name was Strahd von Zarovich. So whoever you ran into seems like it was a pretty big deal.
Someone to be
Well,
wary of then.
Yeah, I'll be wary of him. He was nice to me, and he turned into a bat, so I guess he's a little beast. I don't know.
Did this nobleman explain why he's called the Beast?
They didn't say. They just said that they had failed, and that, if possible, I might be able to light the lighthouse.
Why you?
A lighthouse.
I wish I could explain it better, but I tried casting light to gain a look on it, and it just turned into fire.
Yeah, things are strange in here, because I lit a fire for Ina, and it didn't even get warm. I don't know. Things don't seem to work the same in this place.
I know. I walked into a medical college where I used to study, but everything just turns as soon as you turn your back on it. And for what it's worth, I hope you enjoyed seeing your Pop.
I did. I had a very nice time. Then we ran into you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
Take another D4 psychic damage.
Oh man. Oh,
Is it psychic damage if Ophelia isn't taking it personally?
You just had to piss Penny off.
that with that little twist in the gut, we're gonna hop over to the other side. As Aina, you've been locked in a stare down with Biner, but the light of that red moon finally seems to fade. And he seems to be mostly back to normal, staring back into your eyes.
As soon as Aina realizes the red moon is faded, they're gonna break eye contact and drop it.
Yeah. As soon as they do, Biner, you start feeling your thoughts slowly start coming in, and probably one of those thoughts is, why are Porum and Aina breathing so loud? Because you now have keen hearing, in addition to the keen smell that you already had. Because you already had keen smell, I also gave you something else, which is you're feeling a little more light on your feet. You now have proficiency in stealth.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Interesting.
Sneaking elephant. Excellent.
Not
That's
what
right.
we need.
Not what we need.
Really don't need it like that.
But yeah.
So as soon as he's kind of snapped out of it, obviously all of the emotions would flow through, and he would look at them, kind of blink, and then he'll basically drop to his knees, putting his hands over his eyes and just start bawling. And just start mumbling, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. They're all gone, I'm so sorry. No family, I'm so sorry. And just continue on.
It's alright. Forum's fine. Looks overly. I'm fine. You're surprisingly sturdy. Unsurprisingly, it's alright. What happened?
I don't know, me and Ophelia. Oh dear God. If I found you, that means Ophelia probably found... Oh God, Penny's probably killed Ophelia. God, oh.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing Penny didn't get you. She did say she was gonna put you down.
Yeah, but if you don't understand, we were resting, and we saw Block, and all of a sudden he apologized to us, and he cast the blood moon, and I turned into that beast, and Ophelia turned into a werewolf, and you don't understand the hunger, the pain. I'm sure she did the same to them as I tried to do to you, and oh God, that Penny said if I ever attacked, I assume she'd take the same logic, and Penny probably kicked her ass. Oh my God.
Well, I woke up here with Porum, and I was with Penny. So hopefully, Balthazar kept Penny in check. For non-lethal. If they realized it was her. And Ida's just gonna grimace, just like,
It's probably fine.
That's probably fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Nothing bad happened.
But Balak's here somewhere.
I know. I've been trying to find him, and I haven't been successful.
As you say that, Aina, you feel with your shadow.
No.
Oh no.
You feel something with your shadow a little bit, or you notice something rather. You know, it's always there. You just have to have your attention brought to it. You don't sense the lock anymore. In fact, thinking about it, when the red moon disappeared, that's probably when you stopped sensing him. He is no longer in the mist.
Huh. That's just concerning. I can't feel him anymore. That's good for us, right? He can't use his moon actions. Moon dance?
What's
What if he was the only way to get out?
Ah. No, you have a point. Yes. I don't know which way is what. I don't even know where Penny is.
Can any of you cast message or anything?
Or shakes his head.
message probably would be a far enough spell to work. You would probably want a sending, which I don't think any of you are
No,
capable of
that's-
casting at the moment.
Yeah, that's the 3rd level. Sadly not. Our best bet is to keep moving. We shouldn't linger. Don't want to be snapped up by something else in the mist. No offense, Spiner. I'm gonna have nightmares for a bit.
I don't know if I should go with you. What happens if I turn again?
We're gonna have a good old-fashioned staring contest again. You're gonna be fine. You're still you. Is Biner still Biner?
I mean, he's a little more spry now. Got better hearing. But Biner, you also do feel that same sensation. The back of your mind, the same sort of craving, now stronger than it was before, to sink your teeth into flesh. Just sort of feel it, and when your mind wanders, it crosses your mind again and again. It's always there, sort of pressing up against the back of your thoughts. If you're a little too relaxed with them, it might come out.
He'll stand up. And he'll be like, I guess we should go then. But he'll walk and you'll see, instead of his normal, like, good posture, I guess you could say, he'd be kind of walking with the shoulders kind of slumped in and kind of head down a little bit more, and feet kind of walking at a little, not as big as steps kind of thing. Not dragging the feet, but just slow, defeated, I guess you could say, is the look.
Ina's just gonna saddle up next to Viner and just kind of grab their wrists to tug along. We shouldn't linger, nor should we fall behind each other. Are you gonna be okay? Mentally, not physically. Physically, you look fine.
Yeah. I want to believe you, Ina. I do. Just, I need to get out of this mist. And he'll kind of look up to the sky and then look back down. Keep walking.
What's Porum doing during all this?
Porum's not looking at Viner. Porum's doing the best he can to avoid eye contact with Viner, and he looks uncomfortable. He's kind of just, or his arms are folded in front of him, and he's kind of just, pulling at his, skin. I guess is the best way to pull it. Like, he's kind of just, rubbing his arm a little aggressively. And, he's just keeping his distance from Viner. Not even staring in his direction.
Right. And since you are keeping your distance, you could be the first one to roll me a perception. If you would, since you're keeping your eyes elsewhere.
Perception.
Yes.
Yay, 10 perception.
Yeah. You begin to hear movement around you as well. Things staying just out of sight. And, get one... Or, actually, sorry. I'm gonna retcon this a little bit. Is it safe to say, from what I've heard, y'all are gonna keep moving too? No short rest for y'all either?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do me any good, a short rest, so.
All good. I just wanted to double check.
I could use one, but I'm okay. We don't.
Alright.
Okay without one either.
Alright.
So we'll just keep going.
And y'all forge onward. Ina and Biner, roll me perception rolls as well.
Would Biners be at advantage?
This would be a sight one, but it doesn't matter too much. Because y'all begin hearing and seeing faint wisps of a figure moving around you as well. But Biner, you are the first one to finally make out the figure, as it seems to have stopped and is approaching you. It appears, from what you can see of it, to be a humanoid figure astride a wolf. And as you squint your eyes, still a little bit off to where y'all can still converse privately before it gets to you, you can tell that that is one of Urki's companions, one of the people Balak experimented on. The woman appears to be Charwin as she makes her way towards you. She seems to have a strange amulet around her neck, too, that you hadn't seen before. Looks like a seed hanging from her neck.
Since Ina's with me and Porum's off to the side and not paying attention now, I'll kind of lean down and point and say, isn't that one of Balak's companions?
It looks like it. That's I don't think they're going to be friendly.
What should we do?
Well, if we attack first, then they're definitely not friendly. If we wait and they attack first, then we lose the drop.
I will say, Biner, with your 23, they are coming towards you with purpose. You feel that they know where you are, even if they can't hear you.
Yeah, you said they know where we're at?
Yes. They are coming towards you with purpose, if that makes sense. As if, making their approach known.
Coming towards us with violence, staring.
No, they're not moving fast. They are taking their time enough. They're not, crouched moving stealthily. They're just coming at a normal pace through the mist. Though they had spent a good time circling you, and y'all had seen signs of that before doing this, so, if that puts you extra on edge, your characters would know that at least.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh. And, he'll turn and just be like, let me approach. And he'll start moving towards her.
Alright. You take the lead and make your approach. After that, it looks like Porum is going to fly over to Aina.
Yeah, when Biner leaves, Porum's gonna get as close as possible to Aina and kind of be a little bit more in front of him. Just as a human shield.
Absolutely.
Meat shield.
Alright. As you make your approach, Biner, we're going to head back real quick to the other group. And as we do, you are seeing much the same thing. A figure in the mists coming towards you, but they do get the drop on you a little bit more. The other group, you don't notice them till they are quite close. It's Balthazar. You see Silverane, Strahd, a wolf, coming through these trees that seem to sprout before your eyes in the mist. Forest growing before you. As he tilts his head to look at you, two blades on his hip. He says, I was hoping to lead your pack through the gate. It seems there's no pack to speak of. No matter. We may still end this peacefully. And as the elf says that, his hat shadowing his face, we're gonna end the session there.
Damn it, Terry.
As you, I will say, feel as though this, something in all of your hearts feel as though this is the crowning moment, shall we say. This is the most important moment of if you will make it out of this realm, finally, or not. How this interaction goes. Be it ending in violence, be it ending in talking. This is the key. But yeah, we're gonna go into some stars and wishes now. And we are going to start with we're gonna start with Miguel. Miguel, do you have any stars or wishes?
Stars, I would say, was Corey's voice acting.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thanks for causing your throat to bleed for us, Corey. We appreciate the sacrifice.
It didn't hurt that bad, but yeah. What can I say?
Wishes. For wishes, I would say I want to go longer because I want to RP with Aina more.
Absolutely.
Stuff I want to say to Aina, but we'll wait. We'll wait on that.
Oh, yes. You'll
Have
get there.
more time to think about what you want to say.
You
I have a
do.
whole nother week because I won't be here next week.
Yeah, I actually...
Oh
Sadly, our game won't be happening next week because I'm going to be doing stuff for a wedding. So I will be absent next week, but we'll get back the week after that, so y'all can have the grand conclusion to this little Mist saga, which will be quite nice. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Migs. Is there anything else you wish to share?
No, I think everyone did a really good job today. I really like the RP. I like the combat. It's gonna definitely take our group into an interesting direction.
Oh yes.
And I shout out to Penny Sass.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
Penny letting out that mean girl energy.
That's right.
I can just imagine Penny with a burn book with a picture of Ophelia.
Just has like a yearbook and is crossing Ophelia's face out.
This is
Yeah.
Using the dagger X
Yeah.
out her.
Oh.
Friendship with Ophelia ended. Friendship with Dagger begun.
Then you guys were being with Regina George, like going into a room after the main character fucked her over. It's like screaming. That's Penny right now.
Love it. Love it. Alright, RJ, do you have any stars or wishes for today?
My stars for today were Penny's clapbacks.
They were real good.
They were super good. I also liked all the RP today, and honestly, I was very surprised to get my hypnotic gaze off on a druid because their wisdom is so high.
Yeah, no, but you pulled it
Well,
off.
yeah,
It was clutch.
Managed.
I was
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
prepared to become a werewolf.
Sorry, Chris, what were you saying?
I was saying is you had to use outside help to beat me. Jeez.
Listen, I was fully prepared to be like, alright, I'm not gonna fight back. Like, that's just pissing him off more.
We'll say RJ poor, but not let it happen.
It had to happen. We gotta protect the poor Squish.
That's right.
Squish could
know.
defend itself now, kinda.
Kinda.
Had no intention of hitting poor Ina until Ina hit me.
I know, and that's why I released a second level spell. I'm like, if I'm gonna hit him, I'm gonna hit him.
Gonna hit him hard for 6 whole damage.
It was 3 whole damage.
Yep.
Okay, I'm curious, how high was your AC towards all the buffing?
17.
17, okay.
So not that high still.
Yeah, still 3 below
comparatively.
binders.
That's still
like
good,
nice.
though.
Decent.
Yeah.
You're just one more higher than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess to say my wish is to get the Ina Forum RP, but also hoping my mind doesn't blank like it did today and I dropped piece today.
And you drop what?
I dropped the ball on role playing today.
Oh, me too, I feel that one.
These
I
things
feel like
happen.
you did pretty alright for him.
RJ and I were talking about it, we're just like, we're too stressed right now.
Yeah.
Aw.
And I will say, no matter how this next section goes, y'all will be getting another decent opportunity to, you'll have to choose to break off into your own groups to do your own little one-on-one scenes, but you will get an opportunity to do that. So think on it these next 2 weeks. But yes. My stars for today, I loved the freak out when y'all slept in the mist and were taking watches. And I've been describing like, yeah, when you're looking at things, they move around when you're not looking at them. And then both of the watch people are like, I'm going to turn my back on my friend. And I'm like, yes, I can switch them. It'll be great. This is my plan, to make sure they had healers.
All according to Keikaku.
Exactly. So that's my star.
Puddles.
Thank you for making that easier for me. Poor Penny getting covered in mud again. My wish for next week is that y'all get to Barovia. That's my wish.
We're gonna spend another five sessions in the mist, Derek.
You might. I'm really excited, actually, for what happens after this little scene, because I want to see how y'all react to it. It'll be good. But, we'll get there when we get there in 2 weeks. That'll bring us to Cosmic. Cosmic, do you have any stars or wishes?
Oh man, all the RP was great. It was amazing. I commend Corey for sticking with the raspy werewolf voice. And Penny God, it was just full bitch energy after Ophelia got back up. That was spectacular.
Oh, it was great.
Chef's kiss, perfect. But I like the fact that there's some tension growing between some folks. And also the silly little RP Porum was trying to push Balthazar in with the nudge nudge wink wink about Aina.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That was funny.
Hey, he's just noticing them getting close. They become friends.
That's right.
Listen, Balthazar's just looking out for the squishiest party member in the party. He's fragile.
Fragile.
Fragile. But wishes would be more RP. I wanted to get a chance to talk to Silverin. That's probably
that's gonna be a thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the stress in the mists. That's what we do here. But yes.
All the stress. Just pile it on.
I'm very excited for you to get a chance to do that. Excited to see what Biner is going to do in his poor sad state. I felt so bad for him. And I'm also
I know.
Oh, the poor lad. And I'm also really excited to see these little rifts in the party, see how y'all rebuild them and come back together as a stronger party later on in the story. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, we're gonna go to Jen now. Jen, do you have any stars or wishes?
The role playing, Ophelia's werewolf voice.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, just basically everything everybody else said. Wishes just to get out of this goddamn mist.
First the Citadel and now this. You are
Just want
very close.
Some greenery, some real greenery.
Yes. Soon. But that will bring us to Chris. Chris, stars or wishes for you today?
So same. I mean, everyone's pretty much said the same thing. The role playing was great. I love the combat. I was trying not to hit Aina too hard when we did engage, and I really didn't want to take anybody down, so I was trying to figure out how to do it without actually killing anybody. But then you guys kept hitting me with even though there were light hits in the sense of damage, it was still like, all right,
I gotta bring it.
You're pissing them off more and more, and that's you're just gonna ramp it up here in a second. So, but But I thought it ended well. I liked how we were able to end ours with that attack that Aina did. Look forward to getting out of the wishes. The mist is my wish. But also, I do like how Ophelia was like, hey, I'm going to create some drama, and I think she's taken more of the psychic damage than any of the people she dealt it to.
It's true.
Listen, I
Joke's
think
on
that was
you.
more because we got her down like in 2 rounds.
Yeah. So, that's it.
It's good stuff. All right. Last but not least, Corey. Any stars or wishes from you?
Yeah, definitely. My stars were Penny's sass. I actually loved just hearing like the contrast between our werewolves. For me and Chris, it was great. And it's just like, I just loved, like, I'm just trying to strain my voice, and Chris was just like, guys, this is great. You should give it a try.
Fire went full on hippie when he turned into
I loved it. I loved that.
Yeah, no, that
was amazing.
probably my favorite, like, dynamic.
Drink the Kool-Aid, please.
Yeah, no, please. I
Yes,
brought you
take a
this
sip of
delicious werewolf juice. to
Join the
drink.
family.
Yeah.
Werewolf juice does not bring up good imagery.
Yeah.
I
It's fine.
was glad that the combat was still a lot of fun, even though my dice rolls were not great, but still, it was great. I had fun. I loved reacting to things. And then, yeah, RP was good.
Yes,
And then, yeah, wishes is just longer sessions, Derek. You coward.
I know. Listen, this goes to where it's gonna go. We're gonna be here for 2 more hours. But
Exactly. What's the bad thing
Yeah,
about that?
we're gonna do a 5-hour session when we come back. I promise.
Ooh.
I'm gonna time it,
Oh.
Derek.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
have stopwatches at the ready. We
Oh
will yell
my
at you.
lord.
We will not count breaks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm reading through the chat right now. It's great. Jack is saying go for the kill, Biner. Vectoring the fight. Dane says, Corey, you've done this to yourself. Oh, man. And Dane put in a star. I enjoyed both werewolf fights, and I felt really bad about Corey's voice in the strain.
I promise it's okay.
Yeah. We got some from Striker as well. Corey, you got a star for your voice. It's always good to try to give your character a voice separate from your own. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yes. All right.
Anti-star.
Anti-star that the werewolves failed. Yeah, this could be really cool. I was gonna have them do a big battle against monster hunters if they became a pack.
There's still time to become a pack.
Yeah, you're right.
There is
There's
still
still time. It could happen later on. But right now,
not if Balthazar gets to 5th level.
right now, I absolutely must show off in the stream Dane's work on the next thumbnail. Because oh boy,
yeah.
Oh boy.
it's real good. It's so good.
It's amazing.
Dane is my wife is a treasure.
I
Her
love
mind
She's the
is
greatest.
just the best. So yeah, join the Discord and you'll get to see wonderful things like this on a regular basis. Oh god, no, Dane updated it. I'm sorry. I have to show the new one because it's better. It's fucking Ophelia crying. Oh man.
Aw. We all assume that she's, taking offense to any of this. Or that she's sad about it.
No, it's great.
Sad her sick burns aren't working.
It's great. But yes, I just wanted to say, everybody watching, thank you so much for watching. And sadly, won't be doing it next week, but the week after that, we'll be coming back. And you can expect us to finally be getting to Barovia. Woo!
Don't promise them anything that might not happen.
No,
Eric.
I'm gonna do
We're
it.
Stay in the mist for another 5
I'm gonna have
sessions.
Strahd come and he's gonna kick you into it. Just be like,
Is
get
he
the
gonna
fuck
pick
out of
us
here.
up all by the scruff of the
Yeah.
neck like a naughty cat?
Get out of here. But yes. Thank y'all so very much. And yes, Jack Gumdrop will have his time to shine. Thank y'all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Have an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Migs, I waited for you to say bye. It's too late
Oh,
now.
sorry.